I've given many long persuasive speeches in my lifetime, trying to convince people to become vegetarians, or to believe in global warming, or that schools are failing our school children. But have I seen any attitudes change? No, not really. Most of the time they just believed me already, or they disagreed, but I didn't see their beliefs change at all. And it's true that I have that kind of smile that makes people think I'm up to something. So I might not be that believable. This is relevant because I believe it's difficult to have people change their beliefs through just listening to a speech. Follow me, or not. Oh. Right, I'm still here, I swear. There we go. Follow me. Is it a problem that persuasive speeches don't change people's minds? I don't think so. And there are different kinds of persuasive speeches. Like if I were trying to sell you a vitamin, that might be a lot easier than if I were trying to turn you from a Christian to a Buddhist, because that's a belief, and that's a core belief. And then you might think that Dr. Martin Luther King's speech changed the minds of racists. Or was he preaching to the choir? Look at these slides. At a Trump speech, does anyone look like they need convincing? And here's Dr. King's speech, maybe. Also, they look like they're all there to hear Dr. King. And a Gandhi speech. I guess they're all dressed the same. And what was successful at all these speeches is that these speakers knew their audience. And they brought all these masses of people together because these people felt like they were not being heard. And these speakers understood how to make these people feel like they were being heard. Do facts change minds? Professor Keith Belize of UConn stated that cognitive bias kicks in when people are confronted with facts contrary to their beliefs. And instead of reevaluating one's beliefs, people tend to reject the incompatible evidence. Psychologists call this something that I can't remember. Wikipedia defines confirmation bias as the tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall info in a way that confirms one's prior beliefs. Greg Sittel wrote, to change someone's mind about something, you need to understand their relationship to the subject matter. And there were also studies about people and how much they remember at speeches. I read an article by Jack Malcolm and learned that researchers found immediately after a 10-minute speech, people only remembered 50% of that speech. And then one day after that speech, they only remembered 25%. And then a week after, you only remember 10%. I find it hard to believe that one speech could change your mind if you can't remember that much of it. And humans naturally have a way, oh, not that one. Humans naturally stick with people that we like, and we stick in our cliques and we stick in our groups because it makes us feel safe. And because of belief perseverance, I think people choose what they want to hear. And because people don't remember much of the speech, I don't think they can change minds. Did Dr. King change the hearts and minds of the masses? No, those people agreed with him. And all those masses of people who agreed with him might have changed the culture, but it wasn't Dr. King's speech. For some reason I had these mixed up. Professor of Human Development at UConn, Keith Belize, I already did that one, never mind. All right, Christian Lauren of the University of British Columbia examined attitudes before plastic water bottle ban in San Francisco. The ban wasn't favored by everyone, but nonetheless introduced. Just one day later, her team tested again the public attitudes. The views had changed and people were less opposed, and there was no time for people to change their mindset, to change their behavior, so their mindset had to be changed. People don't change their minds during speeches, but accept what has happened and accept that they have to live with it. All these are out of order, and they were not.
Oh.
Anyway, facts don't change minds. An article by Colbert from the New Yorker I read, Mercer and Sperber prefer 10 before the my side biased humans. They point out humans are randomly credulous, presented with someone else's argument. We're quite adept at spotting weaknesses. Almost invariably, the positions we're blind to are our own. So I don't think people change their minds very easily, and I really don't think people change their beliefs that easily. And good speakers know their audience, and like-minded people are their audience. And I challenge you to go to a speech by someone or for something that you oppose and see